Hey guys, Ed with Solomon's Landscape here. Just wanted to do a video here and talk about order of operation and or timing of projects. So something to think about when you're doing a landscape project, or any project for that matter, is when should we do it? What time of year should we do it? Number two, and what order? So if you're doing a lot of different things, we have, for an example, we have a client that is doing, or I put a bid in for, that is looking at redoing, installing brand new plants, installing some drainage, water control from their house. They're also looking at irrigation or watering for their grass and plants. They're also looking at redoing their entire lawn. So something like that, you do have an order of operation. Obviously, you want to do all your digging first, which is the drainage and potentially irrigation, and then from there, some people would say, hey, let's just do the sod next. Well, one thing to think about, especially if you're putting plants down, is once the sod goes down this time of year, this is a warm season grass, so it loves this time of year, so it's going to be perfect to do it in the middle of summertime. But the thing to remember is, pardon me, I got a dog that's trying to eat my feet. The thing to remember is the fact that if I put the sod down, I'm going to have to water a lot, which means the soil is going to be pretty soft, more than likely. And so when I come back and walk across brand new sod, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, or bring a machine if you have a machine to install the plants, install the mulch. So there's a lot of trips back and forth. And so that's going to cause potentially some issues with the new sod by basically trampling it. And then also, if the ground is a little bit too wet, which it needs to be when you first install sod in the middle of summertime, that you're going to potentially create some ruts. And even with a wheelbarrow filled with mulch, potentially you're going to have some ruts created. So instead of doing the sod, I would recommend let's do all the below ground stuff like the drainage and the irrigation. And then we'll do the plants, mulch, and then the last is we'll do the sod. That way we don't have to walk back and forth on the sod and cause a lot of traffic, a lot of potentially damage to brand new sod. So that's sort of the order of operations, the timing. The other thing the order of operations, timing, you also want to consider as well. So for example, hey, I want to do a new lawn. So with this example, they're wanting warm season grass, but let's say they wanted cool season grass, a fescue that does really well in the fall and winter time. It's middle of May, almost the end of May, actually. I'd probably say, hey, that's probably not a good idea. We can do sod. It's going to have some issues. I mean, you can even seed it if you wanted to. But I would say, hey, let's not tear out the grass. Let's not kill what you have, because they have a bunch of weeds that they're just, not happy with, and they want to have a better looking lawn, which is completely fine. But in the case of, hey, we're doing fescue, I'd say, okay, let's wait till the fall time when it's at its best. It will do its best. Get rooted in. You don't have to worry about watering it. You don't have to worry about fungus. You don't have to worry about all that stuff, because typically what tends to happen is this time of year, you try to put something like that in the ground, you do all that work, and by the end of the season, you got a half-dead lawn because it just can't stand the heat and the humidity. So, just timing is also important as well. So another thing to consider when you're doing a landscape job. Like I said, the one that I bid on, it's a warm season grass, so this is a perfect time. If it was the fall and winter, depending on the type of grass, I know they were looking for, oh gosh, I got some strings going on here. They were looking for warm season grass like a zoysia. Honestly, a lot of times they don't even cut that in the wintertime. So if that was something that they wanted to do, I'd say, and let's say it was January, February, or heck, even October, November, I'd say we'll do the plants and we'll do all this other stuff, but let's hold off on installing sod. Let's hold off on, getting rid of what's here until the fall, because we can't install that. And so things to consider is timing and also order of operations. So hope that helps. If you have a project that you're working on that you're wanting just some help on, or some ideas or thoughts, or try to figure out how to operate, or how to figure out what order to put it in, feel free to reach out. You can call us, contact us. Love to have a conversation with you. Hope this helps you guys that want to do it yourself. 864-518-9904. Also, I know a lot of times, sometimes contractors aren't sure as well. So if you're hiring somebody out, make sure they're knowledgeable enough to know the type of operations, because that does happen as well. So, but just kind of help you guys out to make sure you get the best end result. You're not causing any damage or rework if possible. So have a great day. Thanks so much. Talk to you later.